want to get our guest on?
Yeah, we're going to be just a moment. We're going to have Carlisle du Rozel on the line. He's the associate editor of Squawker Media, and he's been doing a lot of work to uncover a lot of the less reported instances in Hollywood of sexual misconduct, things of that nature, and he's done a lot of valuable research on the matter. So we are going to have him on here.
If he picks up, yeah, we're trying to contact him now. We go.
Hello.
Hi, Carlisle du Rozel.
Hey, how are you doing?
How are you, man? It's Mersh and Royce with Revenge of the Sis. We finally got you on the line here, and yeah, we just kind of set it up for our listeners a little bit. Anybody who's familiar with our show knows that we have been pretty consistent in covering some of the disgusting things coming out of Hollywood. Basically, the entire culture of it is completely toxic. And I came across your website, Squawker Media, while I was, just trolling around looking for news. And I liked your work. And I saw that you guys were doing a lot of similar work. So we wanted to get you on today and talk a little bit about, what's going on over there. Now, first, how did you come about writing and getting into, journalism?
Well, hey, yeah, it's good to be here. So Squawker Media started as a fact-checking website back in April of 2017. So we're a really recent website. Since about June, we've kind of changed gears because we realized that when it comes to fact-checking, people aren't really looking to third-party domains, and websites like Snopes kind of take up all of the traffic for things like fact-checking.
Yeah, they've
we
sort of
decided to become more of a news outlet and decided to distribute more media. We're very against the fake news and the liberal bias that's going on in the media these days, and we're a team of, I'll call us right-wing, for lack of a better term. We're not any one particular brand of ideology. We have libertarians, we have nationalists, we have totalitarians, self-proclaimed. So Squawker is really a platform to unite the right, and we're looking to create a sort of a collective voice of conservatives that are kind of fed up with the propaganda coming out of the mainstream media.
Well, I would say first thing, we probably got to come up with a better slogan than "Unite the Right." I don't know if that one's
yeah.
I don't know if that one's usable anymore.
Just like that Dodge Challenger.
That definitely kind of got a little more controversial.
That's sort of like having a movie that says Weinstein Group on it now. It's kind of like, well, okay, maybe not. Maybe we rebrand a little bit, call it something else.
Our official slogan is become the counterculture.
Yes,
okay, I like that.
And like I said, I've been reading. I've been on their site for a couple of days, and I've really enjoyed some of the work they've done. And now, how did you guys come about? Sort of because it seems you guys are in a similar place where we are, where you're very diversified in your topics, your subject matter, your investigations. But it does seem like a lot of us, our show, your website, seems to be gravitating a lot right now towards this perversion and this kind of culture of depravity in Hollywood, which has really always been a really terribly kept secret anyway. They've always been pretty gross, but now it seems as people are smelling blood in the water. And how did people come to you with some of this stuff, or have you guys just been out there kind of sniffing things out?
Well, Weinstein broke articles, I think, all over America, and that really was kind of, I'm going to call it a wake-up call to a lot of Americans. And what it did, it sparked kind of a chain reaction of allegations. You see, after Seth Rogen basically private messaged Donald Trump Jr., after Jr. had basically called out Weinstein in Hollywood, Rogen then accused Donald Trump Jr. of not calling out his own father, President Trump, for sexual assault allegations.
Now, a lot of people don't know this, don't know what you just said. Now, what specifically you're saying happened with Seth Rogen and Donald Trump Jr.?
So Seth Rogen privately messaged Donald Trump Jr. on Twitter after Donald Trump Jr. had basically condemned Weinstein and the whole Hollywood scandal.
Right.
Seth Rogen was virtue signaling to Donald Trump Jr. about Jr. not calling out his own father, President Trump, for sexual assault allegations. Then Rogen proceeded to post the private message all over Twitter, And immediately after, a woman named Dana Jade then tweeted out to Rogen that she had been sexually assaulted by him about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And to clarify,
and
he's saying that this
not
woman...
even 24... Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, to clarify, so this woman was claiming that Seth Rogen sexually assaulted her,
Yes.
correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
And not 24 hours later, Jade's Twitter profile was suspended, banned.
Wow. And has anybody been able to reach this young lady outside of Twitter?
She has set up an alternate Twitter, which I can get the tag in just a couple minutes if you like.
Yeah.
She's under pin name now with the same initials as JD. And initially, people were concerned that this is a robot account or a fake account.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that she's writing is not random. She's a conscious person and has set up another Twitter account to deal with all of this. But the thing is, these allegations, this is nothing new. All of the corruption that we're seeing in Hollywood, we've been told about it for years. So everything that's going on with Weinstein, this isn't something new. This isn't something that happened in October 2017. Hollywood has been this way for a very long time. You see issues coming from the Affleck brothers with Ben Affleck and his brother who were accused of sexual assault not too long ago. Mm-hmm. You see there are recent allegations after the Weinstein case. There was a journalist. Her name is escaping me right now. There was a journalist from Boston, and she came out and claimed that Kevin Spacey had sexually assaulted her.
And
Really?
there has been rumblings throughout the years that Kevin Spacey is, I'm not going to say, really bad, but let's just say a frisky boy. He's
definitely. His sexuality has been questioned for years.
Yeah, and now I'm curious because here on our show we've had a lot of people come directly to us. We've had to do a lot of fact checking ourselves. We really try not to jump on things on the show, but we have in our work actually uncovered some things, and obviously in an attempt to shine a light on things like that, we've tried to bring them to larger media outlets. Not so much, because, hey, we want to break it. You guys can break it, but this is happening, and we want to show you this, and we tend to get ignored. Now, have you attempted at any points to bring some of these discoveries to larger media companies? And if so, have you had any decent results? Because it doesn't seem like they want to hear this at all.
Well, yeah, I would say the response that we get from larger media outlets is similar to yours. But what we see here at Squawker is we see the influence of our media. For example, earlier this month, or it may have been in late September, I penned an article called Bannon's Bloodbath. And essentially, it was detailing how Steve Bannon was planning on basically picketing against establishment Republicans and Republicans who have been outspoken against Trump since the election. Now, he was going to target them in the upcoming elections for senators. These are incumbent senators who are Republicans. And there were 8 specific Republicans that were circulating that Bannon was going to be targeting in a sort of a propaganda attack. Now, this article, as far as I know, we didn't submit it to any larger news outlet. But a couple of days later, there was an article floating around that wasn't ours talking about how Ted Cruz was telling Republicans to basically get on the right track and rally behind Trump for fear of a bloodbath. And he used that word specifically. So we see as Squawkers, we see the influence of our columns. It goes beyond just our website. And I think that's a really great thing.
Yeah, it does. It does feel nice. I mean, we honestly, our show is a little bit of a. We do a lot of comedy. We goof around. We obviously cover important topics, but we try to keep it light. But we've sort of gotten now dragged into this sort of a journalistic sphere of where now it's like we're trying to prioritize, and now we have to pepper in like we still got to do some comedy here and there. But now we've found ourselves in a place like you where it's like we can't help but keep getting sucked deeper and deeper down this sort of investigative hole because people keep sending us stuff, and then it's like you want to find out what's going on, and it just seems like there's so much there's just so many layers to this onion in Hollywood of, I mean, it's been going, and it's been a pop culture joke, I think, for so many years of just you know, the sexual degeneracy and what they've done to kids, and you know how kids break into the business. And we're actually going to be touching on. Have you guys done anything regarding this Dan Schneider at Nickelodeon?
We haven't. It was mentioned to me yesterday, and that was actually the first I'd heard of it. I looked into it just a little bit, but couldn't find too much on it. What's that all about?
Well, we got some people I think I'm going to introduce you to later today when we get off the air that I think you'd like to talk to. We're going to have them on tomorrow. Yeah. But yeah, the rabbit hole goes deep.
It does
on this Dan Schneider guy.
We were you know, yesterday we were sitting there and it was Sunday, and we both said in the morning, and we're like, you know, we're not doing any show work Sunday. We're gonna relax. So we've been doing, and then fast forward 1 hour later, I'm like, Mike, you got to see this shit on Dan Schneider. Come over here. And then I start going down a rabbit hole, and then I start talking to people, and then I start Skyping with people. I'm like, wait, what's going on?
And I was here yesterday, and I was legit going. You could hear me in the background with a beer going, no. We said today was going to be a day off.
Yeah.
And we ended up spending all last night investigating this scenario, too. So we'll definitely like to exchange some information with you guys on that. Cause,
we'll let you know.
Like I said, we do have Carlisle du Rozel on the phone. He's with Squawker Media. He's the associate editor. If you guys get a chance, please check out their website, their Facebook page. You know, I'll give it the Mersh stamp of approval. So far, what I've gone through on their site, they are pretty thorough, and they seem to be completely on the level. So, Carlisle, do you have anything you wanted to promote or anything like that, or anything you wanted to say about this entire situation before we
no, you guys have been great. Squawker.org, that's the website. Check us out on Facebook.
Yeah, we'll definitely post the link today after the show and give everybody a chance to check you guys out. Carlisle, thank you so much for coming on. And if you'd like, obviously in the future, as I'm sure we're going to have a lot of overlapping news. I think we're going to be in the same sphere for a while, so we'd be happy to have you on again in the future when stuff like this breaks, and just work.
Can I say your morbidly obese communist transgender senator inspires fresh memes thing is fucking hilarious.
They are similar to us, whereas they're serious, but they pepper in some.
Whatever it is as a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is fucking hilarious. It fucking killed me. So you guys were really funny too. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. So thank you so much.
Yeah, we're not afraid to offend people.
Yeah, which is good. We're getting along great then.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship, Mr. Rozel.
Oh, wonderful. We'll be happy to plug you guys into our social spheres as well. It's great to meet all of you.
It's great to meet you too, man. Appreciate it. Hope to talk to you soon.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Once again, folks, Carlisle du Rozel of Squawker Media, squawker.org, if you want to check them out. Like Royce just said, they are, they're one of my new favorite sites.